Move on to this next topic. This is the 2015 Playmate of the Year. Remember, Danny Mathers. I'm looking down at my notes here because there are some recent updates. So she was charged with misdemeanor invasion of privacy under California law, which makes it illegal to photograph an identifiable person without their permission. So you might remember Danny was at the gym on Snapchat. She snapped someone. She snapped a photo of someone, then posted on Snapchat, and she says, if I can't unsee this, you can't either. And it was of a 70-year-old woman who was nude, and she took a photo of her because she was body shaming. That's what people are calling it. She's body shaming and posting it on social media. So then she was charged, like I said, with misdemeanor. Now okay, so a judge has denied her attempt to avoid trial. That is the very latest. And so where do you guys stand on this? She obviously is trying to avoid trial. They're saying, no, this is going to happen because you, again, we're body shaming someone. When you're put in a position where you're a public figure, right? If you're 2015, I don't care what it is. Playmate of the Year, whether you like what she stands for or not, you're someone who's getting attention, and then people are looking to you for whether it be advice on maybe her body. She goes to the gym, oh, I want to look like her, this or that. People are listening and watching every step and everything you do. And I remember when this story first came out, I was in Vegas at the time working in news, and I thought the first reaction was like, and we'll get down on our kids because they don't know how to manage their antics on social media sometimes. Here we have adults who are doing the same thing. You are not setting the example and really body shaming a naked 70-year-old woman at the gym. How many times are we up in the gym? And yes, that's what locker rooms are for, to change and to feel comfortable. And woman to woman, I would hope that no woman would ever snap and my naked body's behind them and they have something to say about it. Yes, I think she should be charged. And trying to avoid trial, I don't know what obviously she's trying to get out of it.
Yeah, I think that for this, first of all, for the woman who was photographed, good job to you for getting to the gym and for doing something for you. It is such a shame that people still look at everyone else and think I'm better than them, and ooh, I can compare myself to them.
Woman to woman, really?
And woman to woman, I agree. So I do think a lot of people were saying, really, she's going to be charged for this? But yes, it's the privacy issue in this, and I think that we have to set a precedence at some point.
Absolutely.
Don't think that you, especially when you have such a big following, it's going to be seen by so many people, and think about that influence. Think about everyone else who's going, oh, I remember that. And unfortunately, this probably happens to people's personal Snapchats that does not get made public more often than not. You're sending something that might not be appropriate for the whole world to see.
That's what it was. It was a DM, which, okay, I get that, but do remember and do know. And there's so many times, you say something, even though it's not going to harm anyone, just even the words you use. We're public figures.
With social media, you got to think
you can't trust it because it lives up here somewhere.
And even the personal motivation to even do that.
Right.
The fact that you're at the gym, you're working out, and you have time to care about what another woman looks like without her clothes while she's trying to get her workout on and just have a better quality of life for herself. And you feel like you need to do this and share it with whoever, whether it's a DM, via email, text. That's the saddest part. That's the saddest part, that she was so concerned, because again, if the shoe were on the other foot and she were at home scrolling through Instagram and she saw a picture of her grandmother naked on Instagram, then
someone's auntie,
then she would be like, well, what? It's always okay until the shoe is on the other foot. So it's just a despicable situation all around. And then it causes everybody to be concerned, because now when I'm at the gym, I'm looking around watching my back. Because you never know. People might have shady motives.
And Tina Mason, hello Tina, thanks for joining us. Tina says, Mathers was in the wrong. All people are beautiful. Her being a person in the public eye, you would think that she would take privacy seriously. Mathers needs to go to jail. So that is a sentiment that I'm seeing a lot on these stories. I think that the fact that it escalated to a trial at all, I'm happy to see that they're not going to dismiss it. I think that it brings out the conversation still, and it keeps it going, that this was a big deal.
And when there is not a precedent yet set, and you're the first one, to come into play with something like this, that's part of this too with social media. People are and people in the court system trying to set standards, and it's necessary. And if you fall victim, right, you've made yourself a victim, if you fall victim to one of these instances, well, that comes with it, comes with the territory.
And that's the great thing about Law and Order. I mean, there are some bad things about Law and Order too. I know it's not all great, but the really great thing is that new issues, new things come up every day, and that's why we have this, a system in place where we can alter things and change things and create new laws. And so I hope that whatever ends up happening here, I think that Mather probably learned her lesson.
Right, and there are probably some people out there going, invasion of privacy. Why? Who leaked that? Who leaked her Snapchat? If it was DM, does that qualify as a personal message?
Like an accomplice.
Yeah,
of
like
any
who
sort.
was leaking that, and does that person get in trouble? Because if it is private in Snapchat, I don't know what all the rules and regulations say, but somewhere in there, it is a private message, and they say that it is not shared with the world. So if all of her friends are like, I didn't share it, I didn't share it, I didn't share it, something was leaked.
Somebody did.
So on the other side, I don't know.
And this is creating a bigger conversation because besides this, in the recent years, we've heard situations where scorned boyfriends would leak nude photos of their ex-girlfriends or ex-wives, and they being held accountable or taken to court or sometimes getting some type of sentencing in regards to that. So
Revenge porn.
Revenge porn.
Yeah.
So the whole conversation is changing, and this could be considered in the same vein because again, you took photos, you had photos of someone and you released them against their will, and it showed them in a very intimate and private space. So I think the conversation overall is changing, and I'm glad it is because nobody should have to go through this.
No.
It's ridiculous.